Hi, my name is Dr. Jon Repole. I am the founder of Wellness by Design. This is a 6-month certification program to certify people to become a holistic health practitioner and a self-actualization wellness coach. And if this is something that interests you and you want to start your dream career in giving back, contributing, and helping others, one of the questions that always comes up is, what's the difference between a life coach, a wellness coach, a holistic health practitioner, a self-actualization coach? And so this will be an important conversation if this is something that you are interested in pursuing. So what is coaching? Let's define it. So there's 3 broad categories. There's life, health and wellness, and then self-actualization. So a life coach focuses in on helping individuals set and achieve goals or overcome obstacles and hurdles. And they use lots of different techniques like active and empathetic listening, engaging in Socratic questioning, and so much more. And they do this in various aspects of a person's life, right? Including career, relational, and even personal development. Now, a health and wellness coach, or sometimes called a health coach or wellness coach, is the application of professional life coaching to the goal of lifestyle improvement for higher levels of wellness. So, as an example, let's say that somebody went to the doctor's office and blood work came back and they're diagnosed with diabetes, and the doctor has prescribed a very specific diet that they want them to follow over the next 3 months before they repeat the blood work. They're going to hand them over to the health and wellness coach who's going to help them and coach them into achieving those results and those goals. Now, a self-actualization coach focuses in on guiding individuals towards really the pinnacle of human achievement, which we refer to as self-actualization and self-transcendence. So self-actualization is really actualizing the potential, right, that exists on all dimensions, right? Physical, emotional, mental, and relational. And self-transcendence is really about transcending past ourselves to something greater than ourselves. And this is really actualizing the potential really on the spiritual dimension. Now, self-actualization, it goes beyond one-dimensional goals. I mean, a self-actualization coach is a life coach, is a health and wellness coach, but it goes beyond the one dimensional goal and promotes a very holistic approach on all of these dimensions. Its primary focus is on inner transformation. We're not looking to make behavioral changes. We're looking for a shift, an aha moment in a client's self-identity, right? When somebody is making behavior changes to stop smoking, it oftentimes doesn't last because they haven't become a non-smoker, because there are smokers and there are non-smokers, but non-smokers don't smoke. This is an identity change, right? And when you make an identity change, you embody it, and everything changes and transcends who you are, your past self, and you step into the shoes of your highest, healthiest, and most heroic version of yourself. So some key points. Coaching is client-centered. In other words, coaches don't tell their clients what to do, right? It's not prescriptive. What they do is they act as guides and mirrors, and they help their clients examine the different stories, beliefs, behaviors, and habits that they have, right? So some of the beliefs and stories, right, we call these like limiting beliefs. They could be about themselves, it could be about other people, it could be about the world. And really, we're shining the light of awareness, right? Because when you shine the light of awareness, right, you can name to tame to then transcend. So in other words, coaches support clients in getting to that choice point, right? Once you shine the light of awareness on where you're currently at, your present self, you have this decision point to move or, relive your past experiences or your past self, or step into the shoes and make more nourishing, healthy, and informed choices. Coaches honor a client's past, but they don't stay there. And they also help their clients to unlock untapped sources of productivity and leadership and visualization and all sorts of energies, right, that have been dormant within an individual. So let's contrast this with licensed health professionals, right? So in general, a licensed health professional is licensed to practice medicine, diagnose, and provide treatment for a said diagnosis that they diagnosed under their scope of practice in their particular discipline. For example, a licensed mental health counselors, they're trained professionals who diagnose and treat various mental health disorders like depression, anxiety, trauma, relational marriage counseling. They hold advanced degrees in counseling and psychology and are licensed to provide counseling services. Now, when you look at the medical model in general that medical doctors and osteopaths follow, right, this is referred to as pathogenesis, which is the study on the origin of disease or how things go bad. And it's the leading model of operation that they're coming from. And it's based on symptoms, right? Not on the actual causative nature of a person's ailment. In other words, you're basically looking what's wrong with this person? What's the disease? Let's get rid of it, and that is health. And we know that this is not true, right? The absence of a symptom does not give us optimal health and wellness. We're saying that health and wellness is much, much more than just the absence of disease. It's fulfillment on all dimensions of a life to the extent that we're able to have awareness and then make these decisions to move us in that direction. Holistic health practitioners take a very comprehensive approach to health and wellness, and they consider the interconnectedness of all dimensions, right? We use the acronym PERMS: physical, emotional, relational, mental, spiritual, right? They incorporate all sorts of different alternative and complementary treatments and modalities into their treatment plan. Everything from an energy medicine practitioner and a mindfulness coach, and it's as unique as the individual. And so we can bring to the table, or a person can bring to the table as a holistic health practitioner, various types of specialties. Holistic health practitioners do not diagnose or treat any medical condition. Instead, they make an assessment and they look at the excesses and deficiencies and the imbalances in the different areas, the PERMs. And then they offer educational services and recommendations to help an unhealthy individual become healthy and uncover their highest potential. And they use various frameworks. So for instance, in our program, we use a functional medicine triad approach, which is a simplistic version of taking down all of the functional medicine concepts and being able to apply it to all sorts of different conditions. And so they are basing their model of health on something called salutogenesis. Now, salutogenesis is the study on the origin of health. It's really how do we get a person to become healthy? It's also based on self-actualization and self-transcendence. And a holistic health practitioner is really providing something that is not being taught at any medical school or in any other allied professional institution today, and it's much needed. And a holistic health practitioner is different, say, than a life coach, right? Because a life coach is pulling the information from the patient. Holistic health practitioner is giving educational information. And the uniqueness about having both degrees is learning when to pivot. When are you stepping into the role as a life coach or a wellness coach? And when are you stepping into the roles of, listen, I think if you follow these steps, X, Y, Z, we can really help you to move to the next level, and then see how the client reacts. And then obviously can coach them on those different areas. So there's a art, there's a science, and a philosophy that all comes together and as being a holistic health practitioner and a self-actualization wellness coach. If you're interested, check out our website at I-to-we-coach.com and fill out the form, and you can schedule a free call or get on our waiting list. And thanks so much for tuning in today, and we look forward to speaking with you.